It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at center, locking down the middle. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now here's Randle. Gobert with a screen on Hart. Randle inside. He's covered by Hart. Shot clock at 5. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
Anunoby finds Hart. Here's Towns. Here's the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. 4-3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Hart against Randle. Hart passes to Brunson. Towns a screen on Conley. Here's Brunson. McDaniels with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Now here's Conley. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And Brunson's got the ball here for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Towns up top. Lets it fly. And again, the Knicks missing. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Conley against Brunson. Brunson with the block. And he gets it back. Pass to Edwards. Rebound by Bridges.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Hart against Randle. The kick out to Brunson. To snap the cold streak. And Gobert with a block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Back to Randle. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that." Jalen is really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Back to Hart. Outside Anunoby. 6 to shoot. They still need this. And Hart is good for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards, no good. New York trailing. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA, it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Randle outside. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards for 3. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Gobert with the double. Outside Brunson. And the Knicks another 3.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Outside Edwards. Randle against Hart. Randle can't hit. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Hart passes to Brunson. 1:25 left in the first. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brunson's got 5 now.
Oh, that's a silky jump shot, playing right over the top of the defense. Mr. Brunson, how good are you?
Bridges against Edwards. Five on the clock. A shot to stop the run, and the jumper is good.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Brunson. Bridges, a screen on Conley. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Now here's Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Now it's Hart from deep three-point land. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Knicks out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Here's Payne. So on the floor for New York, Cameron Payne out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Daje in at small forward. Here's Daje. Releases. And he drops that one in. Daje's got his first points in this one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Over Payne. Alexander Walker with the bucket. The Knicks with the lead. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Payne, the pass to Towns. Here's Here's Donte. Towns, a screen on Ingles. Donte knocks down the long J. Donte's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Pass to Reed. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Timberwolves trail by 4. On the wing, Alexander Walker, defended by Payne. DiVincenzo with it. No made baskets yet. Reed for 3. Can't hit that one. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Payne, pass to McBride. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Ingles. And here's Reed. Covered by Towns. Reed passes to Ingles. Miller on the wing. The 3. Fires in the triple. Miller's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
And here's Payne. Outside Robinson. Towns down low. Started by Miller. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Ingles. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Alexander Walker. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. DiVincenzo, the pass to Randle. Edwards looking it over. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Here's Brunson, following the score by Minnesota. Bridges finds Hart. And here's Anunoby. Fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minute 32 left to play in the first half. Randle against Anunoby. Randle right side. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 1. No good there. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Up top, Randle. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Brunson. For three, DiVincenzo. Pure from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Brunson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Minnesota making a change here. Conley's checked in. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Now here's McDaniels. Yet to see a basket. Randle outside. Takes a three. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. Knicks trail by 4.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
For three, Bridges. Counted from distance. Bridges has gotten himself on the board with a three there. Left side, Edwards. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, leading by a point. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Brunson. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly, and he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Now here's Edwards. From outside, off to Mark. Anunoby against Edwards. Anunoby passes to Towns. For the lead. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Conley finds McDaniels. Gobert against Hart. Gobert passes to Conley. Clock at 6. Shoots over Bridges. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Conley's got 5 now.
Now, Mike Conley is comfortable. Doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
Hart passes to Brunson. Towns a screen on Conley. New York again can't hit.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
And he knocks down the first one. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Timeout.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. Left side, Conley. Randle deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Bridges. Anunoby for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Looking to get back on track. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And he's going for the lob! And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, an athletic jam by Bridges, going up high.
The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. Here he goes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Miles McBride picks one up.
Well, the speed and the creativity of Mike Conley off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
McBride passes to Hart. Towns for three. He buries it from three. Towns has got 5 now.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
To the left wing. To the paint. Edwards, so good inside.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
It's Hart on the wing. There's a screen. Pass to Bridges. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McBride. Bridges, a screen on Conley. McBride. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Now here's McBride. Still without a bucket. Randle against Hart. Over Randle. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Randle. For three, Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley? Yes, sir.
McBride passes to Hart. Now here's Towns. Back to Bridges. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Randle. Over Towns. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hart against McDaniels. Out to Bridges. Pass to Hart for the tie. Edwards pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Bridges. Edwards for 3. The shot no good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Minnesota leading by 3. On the floor for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Campaign, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's McBride in at the shooting guard position. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by McBride. It's Shamet on the wing. Pass to McBride. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. McBride's got his first 2 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Ingles. Launches it. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. New York shooting just 38% for this game so far. Towns on a screen. Here's Payne. To take the lead. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they get it back. Shamet, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. This one for three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. Over to the wing. Payne, the pass to Towns. So they take the lead. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Yeah, that's Karl Anthony Towns at his absolute best. The shot making incredible from every spot on the floor.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
And Allie, thanks. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Conley passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Shamet. And it's off from three-point range.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And the basket by Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
For New York, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Pass to Bridges. Here's Shamet. Towns, a screen on Edwards. He shoots. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And the Knicks lead by 1. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Edwards driving. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Anthony Edwards says, yes, you're playing exceptional defense, but my offensive game is better. I'm a solid 225.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Some changes for Minnesota. Randle comes in for Reed, and Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Brunson finds Hart, and Anunoby with it. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment, and does.
Anunoby against McDaniels. Inside, here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 4 assists in the game.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Now here's Brunson. Towns outside. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Randle right side. From downtown, drains the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
Brunson against Conley. And it's Brunson missing. And so Randle will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Bridges against Edwards. Outside for Randle. Second shot opportunity from deep Conley. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Now here's Brunson. From behind the arc. Brunson from way downtown.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Here's Edwards. Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
.103 left in the fourth. Knicks trail by 4. Brunson taking his time here. Up and over Conley. Misses off the left iron. It's Edwards on the wing. Anunoby covering. Randle. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's about trusting your guy in the clutch. Julius Randle embracing a tough opportunity.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. .43 seconds left in the game. And it's Brunson missing.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And they double up Edwards. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
Hart from long range. Randle pulls down the board. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on, but give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.